Hey, it's me, Harmonized Beauty, aka Harmony. If you didn't know that, my name is actually Harmony. That is where the term Harmonized Beauty came from. So anyways, today I thought it would be fun to show you guys how to get some good volume, because if you've watched all my other videos, you know that I am all about the voluminous hair, the big hair. I like it. I just don't know who I am without volume in my hair. So I thought backcombing is usually how I typically get my volume, but today I thought I'd show you a new technique that I've been using to get volume without backcombing. So those of you that don't love to backcomb, and this is actually a really super quick way too, but I'm going to be using this. This is called the VOLOUM. If you haven't seen these before, but they're basically just like these, kind of like a crimper but in squares, that's going to help add some texture right at the root, that's going to help give us that volume that we're looking for. So I've just blow dried my hair, and I used all of the products that I use in my blow dry tutorial. If you want to check that out, those are also all volume based products. Okay, so I'm going to start with parting my hair off, and you can kind of go through as I'm going to take this section of hair. I'm going to spray this air control hairspray by Aveda. It's the Aveda air control hairspray. This is a light aerosol hairspray. I'm telling you, I've tried a bazillion other products to use with this same technique, and none of them work as good as this does, because it is such a light hold, and it doesn't, you know, weigh the hair down at all, but then it does provide a good, nice hold to it once you apply heat. So then we're gonna take the VOLOUM. So we take that hair, we've just sprayed a little bit of hairspray on it, and then we're gonna take our section of hair, just like I do when I backcomb in my other videos. And you're not gonna hold the hair down here and go in. You're actually gonna hold the hair straight up, just like so, and you're gonna take that VOLOUM and you're gonna get it as close to your root as you can without burning yourself. And you're just gonna hold it there for a second, and then you're gonna take it out, okay? And then you can just kind of run your fingers through it. So this, and that is all, that's it. That's all we're gonna do. So holding the hair straight up, get that VOLOUM in there. Like I said, as close to you can, as close as you can to your root, to your scalp, without actually burning your scalp. I have gotten mine a titch too close sometimes. When you can start to feel the heat at your head, I did just there, it's too close. So don't do that. Again, holding the hair up, small sections. Now if you have thicker hair, hold the hair up, clamp it in. If you have thicker hair, you may need to take smaller sections. If you have finer hair, you don't need to take as big or as small of sections. So that is seriously it, guys. Now we're just gonna do that again. We're gonna take down another section all the way around the head, all the way around, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. So we're going to hold that up. We're gonna give it some air control hairspray. So this is going to basically replace our backcombing, and you can see right here, you can see exactly what it does. And I know it looks kind of crazy right there, but the cool thing is you can't even see it. Once the hair is all done, it hides underneath and you can't even see it. So again, it'll be very natural for you to want to do this, and don't do that, because then you're going to create like a flat spot here that's not textured, and then you're going to have your volume here. So the way to avoid that is to get up under the root by holding the hair straight up, and then you're just going to clamp. And this also has a temperature control on it. So if you have super duper fine hair and you're worried about putting heat on your hair, this does have temperature control, so you can turn it down. I have mine at 395. And it's good for my hair. The key to it being hot is that I don't let it sit. You can see I don't let it sit for too long on the hair. We're just gonna clamp it fast right at the root and just kind of work our way around. Da-da-da. Just like so. You can already see what that's doing for the hair, right? Pretty crazy, huh? Okay, so now I'm not gonna work my sides anymore because I actually want enough hair. I'm gonna part it down the middle today, but I want enough hair to cover those so that you can't see them. But I am gonna go to the back of my hair and do maybe one more section back here, just because you do have more hair that comes back this way, or at least I do. I put more hair going back. So I'm gonna hold that up, clamp it right at the root. Go in right here. So I feel like looking at it, it was maybe, I need a little bit more lift right here in this spot. So I'm gonna spray again. I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit because we really don't want to put that volume on any wet hair. We don't want to apply heat to any wet hair. So you can see I kind of just went in at an angle right here and took this hair because it's gonna hide underneath. And then I'm gonna lift it up and we're going to volume it right there, and ta-da! Then this hair will cover it. And then I'm gonna do that again on this side. So the very topmost part, I'm not exposing that, and I'm not going to volume that section, okay? So I'm gonna let it cool for a sec. How easy is this though, right? Easiest way to achieve volume, hold it straight up and not have to back comb. So then you don't have to worry about combing it out at night and causing breakage or damage. There's definitely a time and a place, I feel like, for back combing, but this volume really does a pretty awesome job. I'm pretty impressed. Now, then I'm just gonna go through and kind of not necessarily flat iron anything that we just volumed over. I feel like that name is so fitting. It just makes it sound extra super duper fancy. Volume. Okay, so now I'm just kind of flat ironing my ends just to smooth everything out, make it, create the shape. Now, and I've talked about, I'm telling you, if you've watched my other videos, go through and I talk about a lot of this stuff in depth as to how I flat iron and why I flat iron in the shapes. So if you are curious, because you are going to see how I flat iron around up here, and then I kind of leave the ends just like so, and then as the hair's cooling, I will kind of cup it in the direction that I want, in the shape that I want it to lay in. So that makes a huge, huge difference too in your shape and when you're flat ironing. And then we'll just finish off, make sure the bangs are not all crazy, like so. Okay, and like for reals, flat iron those pieces. Okay, for reals, that's it. So simple, right? And good volume. Now, the one other thing that I'm gonna finish off with is products, because a product is also gonna make a very big difference. So this is called the Pure Abundance Hair Potion by Aveda. Now I love this product. Yes, it creates grip to the hair. Yes, it almost makes it feel a little bit dry and a little bit dirty. But this is the holy grail for keeping in your back combing. Not keeping in your back combing, in keeping in your volume. There is, it basically, so it's a powder and it melts to a liquid and it swells the hair by 30%. And so it actually does bulk up that hair. But then what it does is, I feel like then, like this, let's see, when I put my hands like that, now I know this is a really good look, but not that I'm gonna keep it like this, but it does stay. So it is nice because throughout the day, I mean, most of us have that problem of where we do our hair and it looks super good and we're like, yeah, it's working real good for us. And then we leave and about 4 hours later, we look in the mirror and we're like, WTF, like what happened to all my volume in my hair? So how you keep it is by using a product like that, and then all you have to do from there on out is just fluff it up a little. Just give it a little extra fluff and it's back. And that is because that product does add, and you want to keep that product, the Pure Abundance Potion, right at the roots, because that is what really, if you put it, my dog is eating something, a cup actually out of the garbage, so I better cut this video short. So I'm just kidding, I'm not cutting it short, we're done, but I better quit yakking. So that's what it does, is this creates, it makes it, you want to keep it at the roots, because if you put it down here, it might make it hard to run your fingers through your hair. So keep that Pure Abundance Potion up at the top, right at the roots where you want the most volume, and you will be golden. But that's it. So I hope you liked that tutorial. That was a fun, easy, simple one on how to get that big straight hair with no back combing.